Love is not always easy, and when a relationship becomes complicated, you may feel helpless in trying to restore what was lost. But there is a powerful method that few people know about: Stoic thinking. Refined over thousands of years, this mindset not only helps you face suffering but also serves as a key to understanding both yourself and your ex-partner. Let's explore how Stoic thinking can help you open the door to love once more, without rushing or forcing it. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Stoic Love Wisdom channel, a space where classical Stoic philosophy sheds light on the path of love and personal development. If you're seeking ways to maintain emotional balance, overcome relationship challenges, and find peace amidst the turbulence of modern life, this video is for you. In this video, we will delve into the principle, just do these things. They will come back to you. Let's explore the secrets and strategies from Stoic philosophy to build a strong and lasting love, while gaining a deeper understanding of ourselves. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss out on the latest knowledge. Now, let's get started. Love is one of the most powerful and complex emotions that humans experience. Especially in romantic relationships, we not only face sweetness but also challenges, pain, and sometimes, separation. These moments can make the heart ache, but it is precisely during these times that you will recognize the value of a strong and resilient mindset: Stoic thinking. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, not only helps us overcome life's difficulties but also provides clarity in the complex situations of love. It is not about dismissing emotions or being cold towards yourself and others, but rather learning to control your emotions, perceptions, and actions rationally, allowing you to stand firm in the storm of feelings. In this video, we will explore how Stoic thinking can help you face difficulties in love and how to make them come back to you. We won't discuss temporary tricks or short-term strategies to grab someone's attention, but will focus on deeper principles that help you become strong and confident, thereby attracting love and sincere respect. First, understand your own value. Stoic thinking begins with self-awareness, understanding your own value, and accepting that you cannot control everything in life, especially in love. Sometimes, we tend to get lost in negative emotions when facing separation or when love does not go as expected. However, Stoicism teaches that the important thing is not to let emotions control your actions. If a relationship ends, you should not feel like a failure or not good enough. Instead, view the breakup as an opportunity for learning and growth. In love, as in life, nothing is permanent. Separation is sometimes part of the personal growth process and also an opportunity for you to learn valuable lessons. This does not mean that you cannot want that person to return, but rather that you learn to love yourself and understand that your value is not dependent on someone else's presence or absence. When you recognize your own worth, you will no longer try to hold on to a relationship that no longer fits. Instead, you will create space for personal growth and development, which will make you more attractive and capable of drawing that person back, if that is what they truly want. Next, learn to let go. Stoicism teaches that we cannot control what happens around us, but we can control how we respond to these events. Especially in love, one of the hardest things is letting go when necessary. Sometimes, the best thing you can do to make them come back is to let go. When you try to hold on to someone who no longer wants to be with you, you are only adding suffering to both of you. Instead of clinging to memories or unrealistic expectations, learn to let go. This doesn't mean you are giving up on love or your emotions, but rather that you learn to not let them control your life anymore. When you let go, you not only free yourself from psychological burdens but also create space for change and progress. Stoic thinking helps you understand that letting go is an act of freedom, allowing you to release worries and accept reality as it is. When you no longer cling to things, you will not only feel lighter but will also be seen by others with more respect and affection. Focus on what you can control. Stoicism advises us to focus on what we can control and let go of what is beyond our reach. In love, you cannot control someone else's emotions or actions, but you can control how you face the current situation. Instead of dwelling on the past, focus on improving yourself. Love is not a win or lose game, but a process of simultaneous growth between two people. If the other person no longer wants to be with you, there is no reason for you to stop growing yourself. Investing in yourself not only makes you more attractive but also helps you live a meaningful and fulfilling life, independent of anyone else's presence. How you treat yourself during difficult times says a lot about you. A person with Stoic thinking will not waste time on negative thoughts about a past relationship but will use that time to develop themselves, learn, and grow. This not only makes you stronger but also creates a positive image in the eyes of others. Patience and respect the process. Stoicism teaches that everything in life has its time. This is especially true in love. A relationship cannot be forced or rushed. If you want someone to come back, you need to be patient and respect the process. No event happens instantly, and no relationship develops strongly right away. If you are trying to get them back, understand that you cannot force change immediately. Stoic thinking teaches us that sometimes, things need time to adjust on their own. You cannot force someone to love you or return to you if they are not ready. Instead, you need to be patient and respect this process, while holding on to the belief that everything will come at the right time. Acceptance of reality and avoiding wasting time. Stoic thinking teaches you how to calmly accept the truth. If the person doesn't want to come back, that's a reality you need to face. Stoicism doesn't teach us to do everything to change the circumstances but rather to accept what we cannot change and focus our energy on things we can control. If love is no longer present, don't waste time trying to find ways to get them back. Instead, focus your attention on things that can bring you joy, peace, and happiness. When you accept the truth, you will no longer be affected by what cannot be changed and will concentrate on doing what's best for yourself. Building a relationship with yourself. One of the most important aspects of Stoic thinking is building a relationship with yourself. If you want someone to come back, you first need to build a strong and respectful relationship with yourself. Love is a reflection of how you treat yourself. If you don't love and respect yourself, it will be difficult to maintain a healthy relationship with others. Stoicism teaches that, in any situation, you must put yourself first. This doesn't mean being selfish or ignoring the feelings of others, but rather learning to care for and nurture your own soul. When you respect yourself, you naturally radiate positive energy and confidence, which will attract others and make them appreciate you more. Part of building a relationship with yourself is learning how to forgive yourself. We are not perfect beings, and we all make mistakes in the past. But instead of blaming yourself or drowning in guilt, Stoicism advises you to learn how to forgive yourself. This not only makes you feel lighter but also creates inner strength for you to continue your journey of self-development and create a positive relationship with those around you. Loving unconditionally. True love is when you love someone without expecting anything in return. This may sound difficult, especially in romantic relationships, but Stoic thinking teaches that love must be given unconditionally. When you love someone without expectations, you won't feel disappointed or hurt when they don't respond as you hope. One important lesson in Stoicism is realizing that sometimes love is not something you can control. You cannot force someone to love you or to stay with you. If their love is gone, you will learn to accept that and love them from a distance, without feeling loss or pain. This doesn't mean you don't care or don't love them anymore. It means you learn to love freely, without any expectations. You love them for who they are, not because of what they can do for you. This will help you develop a truer and deeper love, and sometimes, it's the lack of expectation that makes the person realize your value and come back to you. Managing emotions rationally. Emotions are an essential part of every relationship, but Stoicism teaches us that we should not let emotions dictate our actions. When faced with a breakup or the absence of love, it's easy to feel sad, angry, or frustrated. However, if we don't control our emotions, these negative feelings will cloud our judgment and actions. Stoic thinking advises you to be aware of your emotions but not let them control your actions. When you feel sad about a breakup, instead of wallowing in that emotion, stop and observe your feelings. Ask yourself, is this emotion helping me progress? Is it making me stronger? When you realize that emotions don't dictate your life, you will be able to maintain peace and clarity, regardless of the circumstances. Learning to control emotions also means you won't act impulsively when hurt. You won't text the person in anger, call to blame or beg. You will learn patience and give yourself time to think before acting. When you control your emotions, you not only protect yourself but also maintain the respect of others. Self-reliance and independence. A key principle in Stoic thinking is self-reliance. You should not let the emotions or actions of others determine your worth. When you rely too much on others to feel happy, you become weak and vulnerable. However, if you learn to be self-reliant, you will never feel lacking or in need of validation from others. In love, self-reliance is very important. If you rely on someone else to feel joyful or complete, you will be easily hurt when they leave. Stoicism teaches that everyone needs to improve themselves before they can find joy and happiness in a relationship. If you become self-reliant, you will not need to wait for anyone to feel happy. And if the person comes back, it will only be an addition to the life that is already complete. Wisdom in decision-making. Stoicism advises us to always maintain wisdom when making decisions. In love, sometimes we may feel confused and unsure about what to do. However, Stoic thinking teaches us that wisdom is the key to making the right decision. When you are emotionally disturbed, seek peace in your soul before making a decision. Do not let fear or anxiety influence your choices. When you maintain wisdom, you will know whether or not to continue pursuing the person. You will understand that sometimes, letting them go is the best choice, as it gives you space to grow and improve. Stoic thinking doesn't teach you to wait for someone to return, but rather to create a meaningful life for yourself, whether or not that person comes back. Empathy and respect. An important aspect of Stoic philosophy is the ability to empathize with and respect others. When you want your ex to come back, it is crucial not only to focus on yourself but also to understand and feel the emotions of the other person. Sometimes, a breakup does not stem from a lack of love but from personal reasons or situations beyond your control. Stoicism teaches us that respect for others is not only about respecting them through actions but also respecting their emotions and decisions. You should not pressure or create any force for the other person to come back, but instead, learn to recognize and respect their decision. Once you truly empathize with them, you will not only understand the reasons they left but also create an environment filled with understanding, where love can develop naturally and healthily. Empathy does not mean you have to agree with every decision the other person makes, but rather, you accept them as they are and do not try to change them to fit your desires. When you treat others with respect and understanding, you not only build trust but also demonstrate that you are mature and patient enough to allow love to develop over time. Awareness of time. Stoic philosophy also teaches us the importance of time. In love, this means being aware of the time you dedicate to the relationship and the time needed for healing. Stoicism does not encourage haste, and in love, this is particularly important. When you try too hard to win back your ex, you might fall into a state of anxiety and stress, which only makes things more complicated. Instead, let time work for you. Remember, a breakup or distance is not a permanent end but a necessary phase for both to reevaluate the relationship from a different perspective. Spending time healing, developing yourself, and learning from past mistakes will help you prepare for future relationships, whether it's with your ex or someone new. Time will help you better understand yourself, what you truly want in love and relationships. And when your ex returns, if that happens, you will be ready to continue the relationship from a much stronger foundation, with more maturity and understanding. Acceptance and letting go. Acceptance and letting go are two concepts that Stoic philosophy teaches us to apply in love. Acceptance is not about submission or surrender, but about recognizing that there are things we cannot control, and we cannot change others. This applies strongly in love. You cannot force someone to come back to you, and you cannot change how they feel about you. However, Stoicism advises us to let go of what cannot be changed and accept things as they are. Accept the breakup, accept that love may no longer exist, but this does not mean you surrender to the pain or disappointment. You will learn to let go of regret and disappointment, focusing on what you can control, how you face life and challenges ahead. Stoicism does not ask you to give up on love, but rather to let go of your attachment to others and the outcome you desire. When you learn to let go of what you cannot control, you will feel freer, lighter, and more open to embrace new opportunities. If your ex comes back, you will not welcome them with neediness or force, but with an open heart, accepting and respecting both your decisions. Building relationships based on self-respect. Another important aspect of Stoic philosophy is self-respect, which is also crucial in love. If you lack self-respect, you will easily accept any bad behavior or mistreatment from others, which can lead you to lose yourself in the relationship. Love is not about accepting unfair treatment or being overlooked. Instead, love is about mutual respect. In a relationship, set clear boundaries and be firm about what you will not accept. If you respect yourself, you will not tolerate an unhealthy relationship or disrespect. This does not mean you have to leave immediately, but you will stand up for yourself and create a healthy environment in the relationship. When you have self-respect, you also create respect from others. When they see that you know how to respect yourself, they will also learn to respect you. And when a relationship is built on respect and self-respect, both will feel comfortable and grow together. This will help the relationship become stronger and have the potential to last. Relationships are a learning process. Stoicism teaches that life is a learning process, and relationships are no exception. You will never be perfect in love, and neither will the other person. However, what matters is that you are always learning and improving yourself. Failures in relationships are not signs of endings, but opportunities for learning and growth. In love, each relationship brings valuable lessons. When you learn how to love and take care of yourself, you will know how to love and care for others. When you learn how to face pain and loss, you will become more resilient. Every relationship is an opportunity for you to better understand yourself and what you truly need in love. Therefore, if you want your ex to come back, view each step in the relationship as a learning process. Learn from mistakes, learn from challenges, and learn how to improve your relationship. By doing this, you not only become a better lover but also a more mature person in love. Focus on yourself rather than waiting for others. One of the key elements of Stoic philosophy is that you should focus on yourself rather than placing too much hope in changing or improving others. In love, waiting for your ex to come back can put you in a state of anxiety and even cause you to hurt yourself. Instead of waiting for a result from someone else, Stoic philosophy encourages you to focus on improving yourself. This is the time to take care of yourself both physically and mentally. Spend time on your hobbies, things that you may have neglected because of the relationship. Doing so will not only make you feel happier and healthier but also give you inner confidence, so that you no longer depend on the presence of anyone else to feel complete. When you can find happiness within yourself, you will not feel lacking or incomplete when your ex is not around. Remember that true love must come from the completeness of each individual, and when you live a full and fulfilling life, you will naturally attract people who resonate with you and share similar values. Living a purposeful life. Stoic thinking is not only about maintaining calmness and patience in love but also about building a life with a clear purpose. When you have a clear life goal, you no longer waste too much energy hoping and waiting. A life goal helps you focus on more important things, instead of getting caught up in negative emotions or worrying about your relationship. Without a goal, you may easily feel empty when you don't have a partner. However, when you live with a clear purpose, whether or not you have a partner, you will keep moving forward. Your goal might be to develop your career, learn new skills, contribute to the community, or even build stronger relationships with other loved ones. When you focus on your goal, you create a life full of energy and motivation. This will make you more attractive, not because you are waiting for your partner to return, but because you are living a meaningful and free life. This freedom is something many people seek, and it might be the reason your ex-partner or others come back to you. Inner peace. One of the core values of Stoic thinking is inner peace. To achieve this, you must learn to accept what happens in life without letting it disrupt your mental stability. In love, inner peace is crucial because it helps you face all difficulties and challenges without being swept away by negative emotions. When you lack inner peace, you can easily feel angry, disappointed, or worried about the future, especially when your relationship faces challenges. However, when you practice Stoic thinking, you will learn to face your emotions calmly and accept that life always involves changes, and not everything is within your control. Inner peace does not mean you don't feel pain or disappointment, but that you don't let these negative emotions control you for too long. You realize that all emotions are temporary experiences, and whether you maintain your peace depends on your ability to accept changes in life. When you have inner peace, you won't be swayed by temporary emotions, and you will maintain confidence and clarity in your actions. This will help you remain stable in love and attract people around you, including your ex-partner, if they feel you are a mature and stable person. The ability to forgive. The ability to forgive is an important aspect of Stoic thinking, and it can greatly help in love. When a relationship ends, there are often negative emotions and hurt. However, holding on to these emotions harms you and does nothing to help the relationship. Stoicism teaches that forgiveness is not about whether the other person deserves it, but about doing it for your own sake. Forgiveness frees you from anger and pain, creating space for peace and growth. When you forgive, you not only resolve negative emotions but also show that you are capable of overcoming difficulties and growing from mistakes. If you want your ex-partner to return, forgiveness is essential. Forgiving does not mean forgetting the mistakes, but accepting them and not letting them control you anymore. When you forgive, you will feel lighter, and the relationship may have a chance to develop from a healthier foundation. Don't fear change. Stoic thinking teaches that everything changes, and accepting change is a crucial part of growing. In love, change can be hard to accept, especially when a relationship ends or changes in ways you don't expect. However, change is not always bad. Sometimes, it is an opportunity for you to reassess yourself and the relationship, and grow in a better direction. Instead of clinging to memories, habits, or old emotions, view change as an opportunity to move forward. Perhaps your ex-partner needs time to grow, or maybe your relationship ended for reasons you don't fully understand yet. But what matters is that you do not let fear of change control you. Stoic thinking teaches that instead of worrying about what you cannot control, you should focus on what you can change, how you react to change. When you learn to accept change without feeling confused or out of control, you will be more confident, and your relationship, if it has a chance, will change in a positive direction. Don't fear change, as it is a part of life. Learn to adapt and grow through those changes, for this is the path that will bring you closer to a better version of yourself. Maintain optimistic expectations. In love, expectations can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, expectations can motivate you to do better in a relationship, but on the other hand, if expectations are too high and unrealistic, they can lead to disappointment and hurt. Stoic thinking encourages you to keep expectations reasonable and realistic, while maintaining an optimistic view of every situation. Whatever happens, you should not allow yourself to be swept up in negativity. If your relationship is facing difficulties, instead of focusing only on weaknesses and failures, try to see it as an opportunity for improvement. By maintaining an optimistic attitude, you will always find valuable lessons from difficult situations, which will help you grow. Optimism does not mean living in denial or ignoring current difficulties, but recognizing that every situation, whether good or bad, can bring a lesson or a new opportunity. By maintaining an optimistic attitude, you will stay calm and clear-headed, making wise decisions in every situation. Patience is key. One of the important qualities that Stoic thinking emphasizes is patience. In love, patience is the key to maintaining a healthy and stable relationship. If you are too hasty, anxious, or disappointed, you might easily ruin everything. Patience helps you wait for the right moment to act and allows you to calmly get through difficult phases. While you are waiting for your ex-partner to return or for the relationship to mend, it is important to stay calm and not rush things. Patience helps you avoid making hasty decisions, allowing you to think more clearly about what you truly need and want in the relationship. Don't worry too much about time. Things will happen when the right time comes, and while you wait, take the opportunity to develop and improve yourself. Don't let emotions overwhelm your decisions. Love can easily lead us to be swept away by emotions. However, Stoic thinking emphasizes that you should not let emotions overwhelm your reason. When you act based on emotions, you may make decisions that you will regret later. Especially in love, losing control of your emotions can lead to hasty actions, such as chasing after a relationship that has ended or accepting unhealthy situations. Stoicism encourages you to be able to recognize your emotions and not let them dictate your actions. This helps you stay clear-headed and wise in handling situations, allowing you to make decisions that are beneficial for you. Don't let emotions control you, learn to master your emotions so you can face any situation in love with confidence and calmness. Accept risk. A part of Stoic thinking is accepting that not everything will go according to plan. In love, sometimes you must accept that you might not get what you want, or the relationship might not come back as you hope. However, the important thing is not to fear risk. Stoicism teaches that risk is an inevitable part of life. If you want love to return, you must be ready to face the possibility that it might not happen. But accepting risk will make you stronger. You will learn to stand firm despite failures, and not let failure make you feel weak. When you are not afraid of failure, you will find freedom in action. You will no longer worry about losing something, but instead, you will live fully and do everything with the confidence that you can overcome any challenge. Building a quality relationship with yourself. The Stoic mindset in love encourages you to build a quality relationship with yourself. Love is not about seeking perfection from others but learning to love and take care of yourself. When you have a healthy relationship with yourself, you will not feel lacking or seek validation from others. When you learn to love yourself, you will naturally attract people around you, and your relationships will become natural and effortless. Consider yourself your most important companion in life, and when you treat yourself with love and respect, you will receive the same from those around you. Let time do its job. Time is a powerful element in Stoic thinking, and in love, it becomes even more important. Not everything can change instantly, especially in relationships. The truth is, time can help soothe pain, provide clarity, and sometimes, distance and the time needed will create space for the relationship to develop in the best way. Stoicism teaches that nothing is permanent, and every hardship can be overcome when you give it enough time and patience. If your relationship is facing difficulties and you want your ex to come back, sometimes what's necessary is to let time pass a little. Don't rush to make things go back to the way they were. Sometimes, letting go a bit and letting things naturally evolve can bring better results. With time, you will gain more clarity about what you truly need in a relationship and whether getting back together will actually bring you happiness. Time also gives you a chance to reassess yourself and the changes in your thinking. And when you master yourself during this process, you will no longer feel the lack or the impatience of wanting someone to come back. Understanding is key. Love is not just about emotions, it's also about understanding. When you practice Stoic thinking in love, you will learn to understand your partner more deeply. None of us are perfect, and each person has their own story, circumstances, and emotions. To reunite, both you and your partner need mutual understanding. Stoicism teaches us that instead of focusing solely on ourselves, we should listen and empathize with those around us. When you understand more about why your partner acts in a certain way, you will find it easier to forgive and find more reasonable solutions. If you want your ex to come back, understanding their feelings, thoughts, and circumstances will help you view the situation more objectively. Understanding doesn't mean you have to agree with every action of your partner, but it means you understand that each person has their own reasons for their actions. And when you can face those reasons with calmness and maturity, you will become a better partner in any relationship. Don't be too lenient. An important aspect of Stoic thinking in love is consistency and not being too lenient in forgiving or allowing others to cross boundaries. Stoicism doesn't encourage you to be rigid, but it doesn't agree with easily forgiving actions that could cause harm or disrespect you. In relationships, you need to know when to forgive and when to stand firm on your principles. To have your ex come back, you shouldn't overlook actions that disrespected you or past mistakes. Forgiveness doesn't mean accepting continuous harm. You need to learn to set clear boundaries and demand respect from your partner. This doesn't mean you have to become cold or unforgiving for mistakes, but it means you need to recognize your worth and not allow anyone to hurt you irresponsibly. When you can maintain consistency and not be too lenient, you will create a respectful and healthy environment for both you and your partner. Don't expect everything to be perfect. Love doesn't always go the way you want. One of the key principles of Stoic thinking is learning not to expect a perfect outcome. No relationship is without its bumps, and if you set your expectations too high that a relationship will immediately return to perfection, you may end up disappointed. When you learn to let go of expectations of a perfect outcome, you will feel freer and more easily accept the challenges that love brings. Instead of expecting everything to be perfect with no problems, learn to face reality and find ways to improve the relationship step by step. Perfection in love isn't about having no flaws, but about knowing how to face and overcome those flaws together. When you don't expect a perfect outcome, you will lessen your disappointment and more easily find beautiful moments in the relationship, even with difficulties. Conclusion. By applying Stoic principles, such as patience, self-control, accepting change, and loving yourself, you not only create a healthy environment for your relationship to grow, but you also become the best version of yourself. What's important is understanding that love is not about control or holding on, but a genuine connection between two people built on respect and understanding. When you no longer live in expectation or lack, you will easily recognize the true value of love, not just in having someone, but in becoming the person you deserve. Let the relationship develop naturally, while continually growing yourself. Confidence, inner peace, and a willingness to forgive will be the elements that create a lasting relationship. If the relationship returns, it will be the result of growth, not haste. And if not, you will still find peace and happiness within yourself. If you find this video interesting and helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and share it to help everyone grow together. Also, feel free to leave your comment below so we can have more discussions. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you in the next videos. Wishing you success and happiness on your journey.